But when I really looked into it, when I looked into the difference between CBD and THC, and when I really looked into understanding the endocannabinoid system specifically, I saw, there's these CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors. And I learned that, the immune system is actually quite affected by some of these systems that we associate more with like how we feel. And the two that surprised me were the endorphin system. And we've talked about that before. And when we've talked about low dose naltrexone, so how the endorphins actually have a very impact on the immune system and therefore inflammation and how we feel. But actually, the whole cannabinoid system also has a very impact on the immune system. And so THC as well, but THC has also other potential issues, like the ones I just mentioned. But CBD had a very beneficial effect by stimulating the CB2 receptors and creating genuine lack of inflammation in the body, heavy metal poisoning. And it was actually very effective. I found it was very effective at calming me down. And it was very effective at also stopping me having these reactions to all these different things. And so, since then, it's not my number one thing to recommend to people because of its sedating and it kind of numbing effects still. And so when here's the way to look at it. There's a significant amount of people, probably a minority, but a significant amount of people who are like really adrenalized. They move quickly, their brain works quickly, they can't sit down, they can't calm down, they can't relax, and they are reactive, emotionally reactive, they are defensive, and yes, they are also immune system reactive, they react to everything. And that kind of person, I just find that CBD, and I'm one of those kind of people, and that kind of person, I just find that the CBD is just really, really very effective for. But it is, it is sedative to most people. If it has any effect, it's, certainly at a high enough dose, it's a sedative. Now, as I said, cannabis is one of the most dirty in terms of just the way that the plant seems to pull toxic stuff out of the ground. So it's often high in heavy metals. It's often dried and treated in a way where it then grows mold. So it might have mold and mycotoxins. If it's not organic, then it may be soaked in pesticides. So there's a load of other stuff in it that's bad, that may be bad for you.